Hey guys, Jeff here from HigherTrustMarketing.com. Hey, quick message for you today. Look, a lot of people that are trying to break out in business, break out as an influencer, start their own online business, take an offline business onto an online business, or improve any one of those. It may not be living up to your expectations. We coach a lot of those people, and a lot of the focus is on, how do I build a better brand? How do I advertise properly? How do I develop content to get more attention? How do I develop better products? All that's great, but let me ask you one question. Think of the person that you watch the most online, or actually think of 5 or 6 people in business that you watch, and think about why you watch them. What is it that's memorable about them? So let me give you a few examples. Sir Richard Branson, right? He's memorable because his branding was in the stunts that he did. There was so many publicity stunts, flying up in an airplane, parachuting out, hanging around gorgeous models. There was just a constant, back in the day when he built his brand, built his attention. He did this largely without the internet. It was built around a set of publicities, a lifestyle, and a set of publicity stunts that he did to keep in front of the camera, to keep the focus on him. And that's what people came to like about him. And he mixed that with his sort of introverted, shy personality. And man, that is so memorable because he's doing all these crazy things that maybe you or I would want to do or dream about doing, but he actually did them. And then, it turned out he was an average guy who had an average personality. And so that was pretty cool. Now you think of a guy like Gary Vaynerchuk. Well, why is Gary so memorable? Well, first of all, he's this New Jersey attitude. He plays to it. He plays to his strengths. He swears every second word, which is something nobody did on the public speaking circuit. He's larger than life. He lets his charisma come out. It's his personality and his use of video and his use of social that makes him memorable. Think of somebody else, Steve Jobs. Why was Steve Jobs memorable? Well, in that case, it's a little different. Steve Jobs designed incredible products, and he let the product brand itself, the beauty of the Apple products, of the Apple computers, and then the iPhone, and then how he transitioned listening to music online into this device that also had a phone that was beautiful. And all the artistic side, like anyone who thinks of Apple, first of all, you think of two things. You think of artistic, creative, innovative, and design. And then you also think of Steve Jobs. So he did an amazing job of expressing and becoming memorable through his products. So that's another avenue you can take. Right? So what you need to do, what all of us need to do in this day and age, is we need to take stock of what we have going for us, the self-awareness. Are we an expert product designer? Are we charismatic in front of the camera? Are we able to develop some type of content that really touches people? Are we capable of going out and doing some amazing things and creating memorable images based on that? But, at the end of the day, we have to become memorable. It could be your personality. It could be the actions you take. It could be your products. It could be the type of business you build and what that business is able to do. It could be the people that you surround yourself with even, right? So just a tip to all of you who are operating in that tactical space or who are playing by yesterday's rules. Yesterday's rules are, if you can spend enough money on advertising, then you beat the competitor. If you can get in front of your competitor more oftentimes than your competition, then you beat your competitor. Well, that to some extent is still true today. However, you need to become memorable. And that's being memorable is the key to branding. And so when people talk a lot of bullshit around branding. They debate over, is it consistency? Is it the amount that you post? Is it a color? Is it a theme? And really, at the end of the day, it's becoming memorable in the minds of your consumers. And yes, consistency plays in that. Yes, the message plays into that. Yes, the graphics and sort of everything else plays into that. But most of all, you've got to decide, what are you going to be memorable for? What have you got going for you that you can become memorable? And I guarantee when you start thinking of things that way, you're going to start to think about marketing in a different way. You're going to start to think about your whole existence, your business, your content campaigns, how you interact with your audience is all going to be different. So I hope that was useful for you. Share this with anybody who you think could use it, because this is the key to marketing in this day and age. You've got to be, what's the definition of an influencer? Well, first of all, you need to get attention. Then you got to become memorable. You don't become an influencer by getting someone's attention once, right? You become memorable. You become somebody. An influencer is somebody by definition you go back to again and again and again to be able to follow them because it's interesting. They've got your attention. You're memorable, right? And so, in this day and age, all the attention is around watching people who are memorable. And so you need to become memorable to lead your market. Okay, so leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know if you have some ideas around other ways that people have become memorable that maybe we didn't talk about today. And is this something you've been conscious of before and that you're building your brand around? Okay, so leave me a comment. Love to hear from you. You guys have an awesome day. Until next time, bye-bye for now.